She was just in 6th grade,
Mm-hmm.
9th grade,
Yeah.
senior, and boom, she's gone. And,
Mm-hmm.
and really there's no preparation for it, but I'm really excited for her.
Loved your Walmart ad with your daughter. Are you texting her nonstop? I know that you were
Wow.
just in Michigan, right?
It's crazy. Yes, I text her all the time.
Right.
Cynthia, her mother, always says, "Okay, maybe you're texting too much,
Right.
right?" But it's really it's hard. Like for the first time in 18 years, I don't have my 2 girls with me at dinner. The good news is I get to spend more time with Ella. I guess there's a silver lining everywhere. We get to bond better in our one-on-one dinners or family dinners. But yeah, it's funny because Natasha's doing fantastic.
Is she? Good.
But Dad has never been more depressed.
Right? Yeah.
you miss them tremendously, and you don't prepare for it. But now I get 3 years with my little one Ella, who's a sophomore in high school in Miami, and we get to spend a lot of time
Yeah. How does she feel about ruling the roost now?
I think she has mixed emotions. I
Yeah.
think there's part of her, of course, that misses her older sister. But I think there's parts of her that I've seen her mature beautifully. She's really excited about college, even though it's 3 years away. And I think she's enjoying kind of being the alpha woman in the house with my girlfriend Jack and her mom Cynthia. But
Yeah. So what was that drop off like? Were there a lot of tears? Did you hold him in for the car ride home?
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. You know, I went with Jack, my girlfriend, and we were waiting for Natasha. We got there a little early to her dorms, and we saw like a handful of parents saying goodbye to their children. And it was funny. Every time was exactly the same. The parents were a mess. The father would go into the driver's seat. The mom would give the hug to the young man or the young woman.
Yeah.
And every time it was like the mom crying and the child consoling the
Oh,
parent. It was
you're like,
kinda
it's gonna
cute.
be okay.
It was no different with me,
Right,
so.
yes. I feel like I'm getting emotional. My daughter's only 4. I'm like, I have a ways to go.
Enjoy it, 'cause it goes by
right.
fast.
I'm sure it's like a blink of an eye. I'm sure like as you're driving away, like all those probably pictures like flash through your mind being like, she was just a baby. Yeah.
Exactly. And you know, we see the pictures of the house and we're like, oh my gosh. I mean, she was just in 6th grade, 9th grade,
Yeah.
senior, and boom, she's gone. And really there's no preparation for it, but I'm really excited for her. Michigan's a great school and she's having a fun time
Yeah.
so far.
Like you said, nothing really prepares you for it, but what would you say to other parents that maybe have to do this that will do this in the near future?
Honestly, seize the moment. There's nothing more important than being a parent. All these global issues that we have, domestic issues, I think it starts at home with your kids and just positivity, being around, being present. We often talk about kids not being in electronics, but I think as parents we should take a lesson and take our own advice. One of the rules that we have at breakfast club or dinner or lunch, anytime we have a meal together, is no phone, no electronics. Old school conversation and just one conversation. We all have to actually practicing listening. We're all usually pretty good at talking, but I think we can all do better at listening.
I know when we spoke recently, you said that Cynthia was your best friend, or one of your best friends,
yeah.
and which I absolutely love. Would you say that having a great co-parenting relationship is one of your greatest achievements?
Oh, I mean, that's such a great question or statement. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I'm more proud of because I know how difficult it is.
Yeah.
Breakups are never easy. Co-parenting is never easy. But I got to tell you, of anything that I've accomplished, my partnership with Cynthia and raising our 2 beautiful girls is the thing that I'm by far the most proud of.
Yeah. If you were to go back to day one when Natasha was born, what would you tell yourself as a brand new dad, knowing what you know now?
I just slow things down.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
sometimes we're so into what's next, business, sports, hitting home runs, trying to win a world championship, and this constant, rat race of what's coming up next. But I just think being present with your children, having conversations in the morning, at night before they go to bed, tutoring, mentoring, all those things I think I've done okay with, but I would definitely remind myself